Hey, folks, what's going on? Happy Thursday. I was about to say happy Tuesday because we usually do this on Tuesday nights. But thanks to me, we postponed it till tonight because I went to see the Gene Simmons band on Tuesday night, which was absolutely a lot of fun. It was good. It was definitely good. But let's see who pops in tonight because I know a lot of people do streams. A lot of our counterparts do streams on Thursdays because my phone was just blowing up a minute ago with all the fucking streams that were going off right now. So let's see. But this is where all the cool kids hang out. So fuck everybody else. So let's see who's hanging out with the cool kids tonight. Coy, what's up, man? What's shaking? Jordan, good buddy, and Channel Mod. Paris Hilton is more like a house of plastic. But still, I'd still hit it though. Me too. You know what? I have not seen her in years. I mean, I'm still assuming she still looks good. I should look her up. I have not seen what she looks like in a long time. And shout out to her. You know what? You can say what you want about her. You know, she lost her home. That's not cool. So shout out to her. Well, this is Cody. There he is. He's in the chat, fresh out of the green room. It was him and I were chatting for a little bit. Can't wait till he invades the house in 2 weeks. And Decker, I see that you put in the chat that you're going to be coming too. So yeah, so bring bail money. I think we're going to need bail money for that weekend. Matthew, what's up? What's up? How are you doing tonight? Did you see where Screen 8 is confirmed today? Because I've heard it. Yeah, I thought it was confirmed. I thought I could be wrong because I did see something about with Nev Campbell on it. I guess I thought it was all confirmed already. I guess maybe the storyline is confirmed that it's picking up with the Sidney Prescott stuff. But hey, Gene, what's going on? Everybody's starting to filter in. This is where the cool kids are. You want to come over here and hang out, be yourself, get naked? This is the place to be. So Brady should be along shortly. Brady, he's actually visiting his mother and father right now, so he's taking care of some family stuff. So he said he could be a little late, but he should be jumping in shortly. But I figure we get started anyway. So I have not seen this movie in a long time. It's got to be. No, I caught some of it about maybe a year ago. It was on Pluto, and so it should be fun. I haven't seen it a bit. I did remember enjoying this remake. I thought it was a lot of fun. And I'm watching it on YouTube tonight. I looked to see if it was online for free anywhere. I don't see it streaming anywhere for free. So unless you have a physical copy, it's on Amazon Prime. I'm watching it on YouTube. So if you can rent it on YouTube, and I think there's a few other places. Matthew's first time watching House of Wax, so it should be. Yeah, it's fun. It's one of the better remakes. If you ever seen the original House of Wax, it's also almost like a very loosely based. I don't know, not necessarily remake or sequel to Tourist Trap. If you've ever seen the original Tourist Trap, sort of in the same vein. I would really like a proper Tourist Trap remake. I love Tourist Trap. It's a lot of fun. So where's everybody watching it tonight? Where are you renting it from? Or do you have a physical copy? If you have a physical copy, that'd be cool. I don't have a physical copy of it. So we'll just let a couple more people filter in. We'll get started. And we'll watch along and celebrate 20 years of House of Wax. Anybody here see this in the theater? Anybody as old as me? I didn't see this in the theater. I watched this after the fact. I watched it on cable, if I remember correctly. I did not see it. I remember it being a big deal at the time because back in 2005, this was prime Paris Hilton popularity time. So that's why she's in this. She's in there just, because she was popular at the time. But she wasn't bad. It was fun. Matthew doesn't have a copy. You can't watch. Well, it's on YouTube. You can watch it on YouTube. It's $3.99 to rent right on YouTube. And that's the only places I saw that I think you could. No, there was a couple other places, but I think it was like Max. But you're not gonna go rent Max or anything like that. But well, yeah, we can give it a shot and get started. Gene says, "I hate the remake. Give me the OG with Vincent Price." Hey, that's okay. I get it. The original with Vincent Price is awesome. Yeah, I'm not going to argue with you there, Gene. This I didn't. This I had fun with. I just thought it was fun. There was some good practical effects in it. So interesting. Some cringy moments too. Some parts where you're like, "Oh, ow!" I mean, the thought of just being like encased in hot wax is just fucking frightening as all hell. Sort of like mentioned Tourist Trap, except that was more like plaster. That was more like plaster that he encased them with because he was making like those mannequins. But that's one we have to put on the watch along list too. The original Tourist Trap one of these days. But yeah, we can get started. Oh, Colin, just jumping in to say hi. Can't stay around. I forgot my girls off tomorrow, so we're having a movie evening. Having awesome. That's cool. Enjoy. That's great. What are you watching? Are you going to the movies, or are you just doing the movie at home? Vincent Price is the face and voice, obviously, of horror for me. Yeah, I mean, who didn't grow up with Vincent Price? I mean, I grew up watching all those shows. I was actually I just saw him the other day because I always watch Pluto TV, and you guys remember the old Brady Bunch episode where um he's the guy in the cave. He's just like thinking they're like trying to not the one that's the one with Jim Backus who was Mr. Howell. There was another one where Vincent Price thought they were stealing from him too, and he was all creepy in it. I can't remember what the episode was called. I forget, but there's so many good appearances of Vincent Price. I mean, God, I remember when he did the intro to Thriller, the whole thing with Thriller. That was a big deal at the time. But good stuff. Yeah, we always watch the original too. I've been wanting to do a thing where we just go back and watch a lot of the old original films. Even like even the Universal monster movies, and even some of the older, do some Hammer films. We could do the Vincent Price films. That'd be cool to do a lot of that stuff. That's shit I haven't watched in a while. So Colin says him and his better half are watching The Invisible Man. She hasn't seen it yet. Oh, she's in for a treat. Yeah, that was a hell of a. That was threw me for a loop at how good that was when that came out. That took a real good twisty turn that I didn't see coming, and kudos. It was a lot of fun. Love when the candle wax pours down onto my chest from the rocking headboard. Good thing I'm by myself. Sure. Little candle wax on the nipples. Unreal. But yeah, we can get started. Let's get this show on the road. Brett will pop in as soon as he can. But I have it queued up, and like I said, one of these days I will have one of the little counters set up when I figure out how to fucking do it. So anybody need a timestamp, just let me know. And like I said, I'm watching it on YouTube. What is this? I don't know what that is. So we'll do a quick countdown. So if everybody's got it queued up and you're watching along, let's get this party started. Let's go watch some Paris Hilton get covered in wax. So countdown from 3, 2, 1, and play. Let me just lower this a little bit on this end. Should be seeing the Warner Brothers Pictures emblem come up. Now he says, just got my Final Destination 6 tickets today, and I finally watched the series for the first time ever as my mom brought me to the entire set. That's cool. I don't think I've watched the whole thing. I know I've seen 1, 2, and 3. I think those are the only ones I've seen. What are they up to now? 5 or I would sub part 6. I don't think I've seen the rest of them. I gotta catch up on them myself, buddy. I mean, they're a lot of the same. Wash, rinse, repeat. First one's still the best one. That was a lot of fun that we did that a few weeks ago. Jordan feels safe. It's not the TriStar logo. That's what we're gonna do. When you come here for the weekend, we're just gonna keep putting that on loop to scare the shit out of you, especially when it's late when we're all drunk. Scream 8 has been greenlit. I thought it was. That's what I'm scratching my head because they kept announcing all the people that were coming back. So I thought it was greenlit. Or is it, yeah. Oh, wait. See, I'm not good with the numbers with Scream. So the new one's already done. So this is another one on top of that? Is that what you guys are saying? Because the one that's coming out is gonna be Scream 7. Am I correct? Because the last one was Scream 6. Help me out in the chat. I'm horrible with my numbers when it comes to Scream. I know the movies. Don't know them like I know my Halloween. But yeah. But if that's what I'm reading, Scream 8's been greenlit before the new one even comes out. It's pretty. I mean, it's gonna make money either way. They're not gonna lose. Has anybody ever here been to a wax museum? It's kind of creepy. I've been. There was one years ago at the Jersey Shore when I was a kid that we used to go to. It was creepy. But then I went to the Madame Tussauds in New York City years ago. I took the kids. And we had a ball. A lot of good pictures. Dramatic remake. That's I thought so because I was wondering why everybody's saying this. I keep forgetting what number it is because I guess what was Scream 5 was just technically called Scream. So I always forget what number it is. So that's pretty crazy that they greenlit 8 before 7 even comes out. It's pretty ambitious, but hey, it'll make money. I'll go see it. So right now you should see the kid getting strapped in the chair in his high chair with duct tape. House of Wax just is popping up on the screen. So that's where we are, folks. I'll have to go to what's see a couple wax figures, but never seen an actual. Yeah, waxy. Go. What the hell is the one in New York? If you ever in New York, Madame Tussauds. That's the one. That's the big one in New York. I've been to that one, and they used, like I said, there was one down this Jersey Shore years ago. It was cool. I remember because for those watch this channel, know I'm a big Kiss fan, and they had wax figures of Kiss going back years ago. So I was psyched. Oh, look at her there, and there we are. Speak of the devil, it's Paris Hilton. And what's the other pot blonde's name in this? I forget all their names. I can't remember her name. Here. It's actually chilly here today because it's rainy and miserable, and it's freaking chilly out. I will be turning around um, many times a night because my wife is away for the evening, so I'm puppy patrol. So I got to make sure they don't piss and shit on my stuff. But they must be upstairs doing pissing and shit. Yeah, right. Yeah, we have to. Hopefully, I saw Frank is doing a stream tomorrow night, so we have to bring that up, Jordan. Say so. You excited for Scream 8? That'll get them all. That'll get them right. They'll get them riled up. So, so who's watching along? Is everybody watching along? Let me know if you got this. If you're watching it along with me this evening. If you're not, that's cool. Just hang out in the chat. Have a drink. Let's get weird. Let's get naked. I mean, you can say what you want because by Parasite, easy on the eyes, just like Jordan said. This is what? So 2005. The hell was I doing in 2005? I'm trying to remember why I didn't see this in the theater. That was a year before I met my wife. That's crazy. Oh, no, 2005. Shit, I'm thinking 1995. Shit, I was with her for 10 years already. I mean, this was a pretty good cast of characters in here. Don't let the dogs shit on my floor bed. Oh, they're gonna be all over you. They're gonna be pissing on you when you're here, Jordan. They will. I'll make sure of it. I'll have Petey, the one dog, sleep with you. He likes to pee on his paw. That's why we call him Pee Paw. He doesn't know how to aim. He doesn't know how to aim his member. What is this actress name? I have to look up. No, I'm gonna look it up because Freddie's usually my guy that looks up all this stuff on the films. I can't remember her name, but she's cute as hell. See, House of Wax. It's the cast. Hey, Daniel, what's shaking? What's going on? Let's see, cast. Come on, where is it? That's it. Alicia Cuthbert. She's good to go. She want no part of me. Yeah, we're just hanging tonight. I'm still recuperating. It was a late night on Tuesday. That's why we didn't have the stream on Tuesday night. Went to see Gene Simmons band and stayed out way too late for a school night. So I'm still recuperating. But it was a good show. It was good to see Gene Simmons. Next show, Weird Al Yankovic. I'll be seeing Weird Al in a couple months over the summer. King Matthew said he wasn't even born in 2005. He was born in 2007. Damn. More and more younger people in the chat. They make me feel old. So 2005. Oh, sorry, 2005. That's a good question. 2005, I would have been 34. Damn. Yeah, 34. Was that wrong? No, that's 20 years ago. So it's 33. Yeah, 53. My math is no good. I'm trying to remember, was there any nudity? Jordan, help me out. Any nudity in this? Do you remember? Nice cars, though. Nice truck. Nice. I can't make out what the car is, though. Is that Camaro? Or is that Trans Am? Shit, this could have been our list for camping movies because I got to camp out. I forgot. Wish you were just sleeping in the car, which is the same shit. So right after Jared Padalecki was in this film in 2005, then he went on to star in Supernatural. And he was also, what, 4 years later, he was in the remake of Friday the 13th, which I do like. I'm pretty sure we did a watch look of that. But I thought he was here. He probably remember. I didn't watch Supernatural. Did I watch that? Yes, for some of it, if I remember correctly, that show. I remember the wife was watching it, so I caught a couple episodes. I didn't watch it all the way through. What the hell is he doing these days? I like it. Did anybody here old enough to remember? Actually, this is where I need Slasher Fred. Um, the episode of the Twilight Zone where the guy works at a wax museum, and his part of the job is he takes care of all the wax figures, specifically was it the Hall of Murderers or something like that? And he has like Jack the Ripper and these other murderers, and then they're going to close the wax museum down, and he doesn't want to see the figures go, so he buys them and puts them in his basement and chills, and he puts a chilling unit in there to keep them so they don't melt, and they come to life and they start killing people. It's a great episode. Yeah, but that's a movie right there. First time made it to a movie. Or did they? I haven't seen it. Anybody just tuned in? We're at 10 minutes and 30 seconds. How long is this anyway? Is this movie 2 hours? Good thing we started on time. I didn't realize that. This movie's 2 hours? Is this like an extended cut? Wow. It's an hour and 52 minutes. So it's just 8 minutes shy of 2 hours. I had no idea it was that long. Good thing we start early so it doesn't run too late. Even though tomorrow is Friday. One of the better days. What the hell else was this girl in? I know I've seen her in so much other shit. She's cute, especially when she's all sweaty and look and wet looking. Let's see what movies. Come on, Girl Next Door. She was on 24, Love Actually, House of Wax. What other movies? I know I've seen her in something not that long ago. Oh, she was in The Ranch. That's right. Holy shit. She was Ashley Kutcher's wife in The Ranch. I'm like, I know I've seen her. That's it. Okay. Yeah, she was good in that. Hot as hell. Love that. That show was a great show. It's only well, yeah, should be. Well, you're on the East Coast, West Coast rather. So I guess what 5:28 over there, huh? Still sunny out there, I bet. Here it's dark, it's rainy, it's miserable, and it's cold. Welcome to Northeast New Jersey. Northeastern Pennsylvania, rather, on the border of New Jersey. Jordan used to watch a lot of Twilight Zone stuff when he was a teenager, listened to it on the radio at 11 p.m. Obviously, these were reruns. Flow TV had already been invented when I was born. Yes, it had been. That's where I found Twilight Zone. It used to be on in the middle of the night. It used to be on like 1 o'clock in the morning when I was a kid, and I'd stay up late like I still do now. And I fell in love with that show. Love it all. Yeah, same here. It's miserable, overcast, and rainy here, but yeah, it pretty much stays. Gets fully dark about 7:30, 10, 7:30, 8 o'clock right now. I mean, the summertime's great. It'll stay light till about 9:30, 10 o'clock. Corey loves this fucking movie. Yeah, this is a good one. I enjoy this one. This was a surprising thing when I saw it. Like Gene was saying earlier, the original with Vincent Price is timeless. But this was fun. It was a nice little take on what they did here. Very tourist trappy. That's like our kind of party, right, Jordan? But shit, there should have been an honorable mention. I didn't even think about it about our camping horror movies that we did last week. Our top five. Because I hadn't remembered that they actually camped in the beginning. That's how they come across what's coming. I don't want to spoil it in case somebody's watching or watches after the fact that has not seen it yet. Did you start watching it, Matthew? Did you rent it on YouTube? You should. It's only $3.99. And for any of you Kiss fans that are watching now or will be watching after the fact, I'll be going live tomorrow night at 10 o'clock Eastern for the latest episode of Kiss and Chat. I'll be going over Gene Simmons concert I just saw on Tuesday. That's about some other stuff and just talking music, Kiss, booze, women, all the stuff that makes life worth living for. It's great how like movies like in the early 2000s, everybody is filming stuff. And it's not on phones either. It's like everybody's got the little because the camcorders got so small. Like in my age, when I was younger, the things were like it was like carrying around a Buick on your shoulder. But even when my kids were real young, we had one of those ones that fit right in your hand like this to film all the stuff, film all the kids shit. So everybody was filming stuff. I mean, we used to film so much stuff back then with the kids. And the phones have come a long way, but the thing is, you get out of that habit now because you always have your phone with you. It's getting kind of creepy. Turn your lights off, dick. That's the way to do it. Want to turn your lights off? Just bust his lights. Gene Simmons and Ozzy still being alive blows my. Well, Gene Simmons is going to live forever 'Cause you gotta remember, man, he never drank, never did drugs, never smoked, he never did anything except bang women. So maybe that's the key to immortality. So he'll be around for a while. His mother died in her late 90s. Ozzy, that's a head scratcher. That's like Ozzy is in the, Keith Richards immortality group where somehow, some way, they're still roaming the earth. I don't wish ill on either one of them, but how they're still kicking. I mean, Ozzy's not doing so great though, because I know that concert they're doing over in England, his role seems to be getting smaller and smaller on a daily basis to the point where, like, I'm only gonna do a few songs. Now, I'd be surprised if he did any songs. They might just wheel his ass out there because it seems like they're stacking that show in the UK with a ton of people that are probably gonna be singing his songs for him because I don't think he can do it. I wish they were doing something here in the States, I'd go just for shits and giggles, but I wouldn't spend a lot of money to go over there and do it. Look at him spying in, he sees Paris Hilton, he's like, nice blonde chippy." I mean, he'll do a lot of camping. This is always something creepy too. You always wonder if people stalking you while you camp. I did a lot of camping with the kids. Now it's a little bit better because we do glamping because we sleep in the travel trailer. We've graduated. These damn dogs. Is anybody having any cocktails while we watch? Let me know. I am having I've never had this before. Golden Monkey, Belgian style triple. Mystical flavors to enlighten you. Victory Brewing. Sounds interesting. What's everybody partaking of this evening? If nothing, that's cool. Just curious. What are you having, Jordan? See, why does she have shorts on? It'd be better if she just got up in her underwear. I'm sitting here. I always have the closed captions on too when we do this, so I can read it, so it doesn't have to be too loud. I'm loving it. It's like gasps, chirps, whistles, all the shit you hear in the night. Jordan's currently on a 6-point brewery resin double IPA, 9.1. Nice. This is actually 9.5, believe it or not. But I saw this and I was like, why not? Figure I'll hang out, have one or two of these while we're doing the show tonight. Get a good night's sleep. I'll have the puppies up my butt tonight because my wife's not here. So usually they sleep on top of her, they'll be sleeping on top of me. I slept till 2:30. How many times I've done it when we go camping, we try to get up early, but we party so much the night before, we don't get up early. What is it? Oh, so that is a Charger. Is that a Dodge Charger? Oh, look at the girls peeing in the woods. It looks like it's a Dodge Charger because that's the same thing as the what do you call it was. Um, the General Lee was Dodge Charger. Of course, you know somebody messed with your car. It's like the typical tropes. That's not cool. Had that golden monkey before. I haven't seen it in a while though. Yeah, that's the first time I've seen it. I just stopped at the supermarket by me. I'm like, let me see. Because I picked up these the other day. I probably have one of these too. Ooh, ouch. Ugh. Picked up a Conehead haze. Probably have that after this. Oh, that's nasty, all that shit you just fell in. I haven't watched this in a while, so I don't remember every little part of it. All the dead animals. That's nasty. She's gonna smell real pretty. Oh, there's a hand too. I don't know where that smell. That's gotta smell like complete. Oh god, I can only imagine how bad it smells. Anybody just tuning in? We're at oh shit, what time are we at? 21, well, actually 22 minutes exact. So don't be shy. Join in with us. Celebrate 20 years of House of Wax. It's like, look at that truck. It's like straight out of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And so is this guy. Don't you see that? Just look at this guy. You think he cares? Give her a hand. Anyone need a hand? And this guy looks like he's exact. What the hell was the name of the Chainsaw Massacre aficionados out there? What the hell was the name of the guy that they picked up off the side of the road? The one that cut his hand, cut his wrist rather. This guy looks like he could be his long lost brother. I need a fan belt. I wouldn't want to leave that car either. I'd be like, you guys can all leave. I'm staying by the car. And I gotta wonder if it smells that bad with all those dead with all the dead carcasses there. That guy's gotta smell like complete ass too. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna get in the car with Nubbins. Thank you, Nubbins Sawyer. Looks like he'd be like his long lost brother. Look at him staring at the girls. It's like I'm giving you a ride. Let me get a good shot. She's purty. See what she needs to do though. She's got to take the bra off because then she'll. It's the same, basically, essentially the same shirt as the fuck was her name? Wearing Jennifer Jessica Biel was wearing in the remake of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. She just needs the cowboy hat. So yeah, this is I don't know if I who here would get. I mean, I don't know. Would you get in a truck with it with this guy and bring with your girlfriend with you? No. Maybe when I cut off a head. She looks like. He's checking her out. I mean, I can't fault the guy because I'd be checking her out too. I'm a perv. You sure do got a pretty mouth. It's like getting a ride with Jordan. I can even see out those windows. They're so fucking dirty. Hey, Liana, what's going on? Hop on in. Want to watch along? We're watching. We're at 27 minutes to be exact. Another hour and a half, right? 1 hour, yeah, an hour and a half. Hey, Freddie sent the message if he's hopping in or not. Oh, hope everything's all right. I know he's dealing with has some sick parents he's dealing with in Wisconsin, so hopefully everything's okay. Yeah, everything about this is creepy as all hell. Remember those old trucks where you actually had to flip the hubs to make it go into four wheel instead of the cars nowadays they just do it on their own? That's actually a good question for Cody. How many states have you not been in? Is a better question. Because I know people like I have two cousins that are currently doing that where they plan some of these trips to hit certain states every year because they want to hit all 50 states. Actually, my one cousin's going to hit it this year. They're going to Hawaii in 2 months, and they'll have stayed in every single one. So Alaska, Hawaii, and Vermont. That's it. That's awesome. Jordan, new YouTube celebrity. Yeah, for those just tuning in, go Jordan, throw your channel up. Throw a link to your channel. If you've not checked out Horror on Tap, Jordan has dipped his toe into the YouTube water and he's got his channel out now. He's got one episode now up there about what you call it, Miracle Wolf in London, which is cool. And he's doing shit. I saw you posted what you were doing. Well, throw it in the chat. What are you doing on Sunday? I saw you posted. And I'm drawing a blank. I know Freddie just sent me a message. Oh no, that's Dean commented in the chat because he went to see what's the new clown movie everybody's watching? Clown in a Cornfield. Everybody's posting about it. Is it? I guess and I'm not hearing anything good about it. Anybody in the chat? Anybody seen Clown in a Cornfield yet? It doesn't sound too appetizing. Wishmaster. Okay, you're doing a Wishmaster. That's right. I saw it. Awesome. Yeah, but go give him a sub. It was a lot of fun. I like how he mixes in the reviews with beer. Much like us, see? Simpatico. And this gas well actually it's too small. As I say, gas station looks a lot like the gas station from House of a Thousand Corpses, but it's way too small. And be prepared, folks, because Memorial Day weekend, I will be doing a podcast at some point, and I'll have Jordan and Cody somewhere around here live, somewhere around here. We'll do a live stream when they come to visit for Memorial Day weekend. John, what's up? House of Wax, 2005, interesting movie. Have you seen the original incarnation of this film? Yeah, the one with Vincent Price. We were just talking about it. I've watched it since I was a kid. But it's great. Different tape, but a lot of fun. Yeah, Koi, I see yours. You do live stuff at all weird out, not weird, but like I see you go on like late at night and early in the morning. That's crazy. Yes, it's gonna be a lot of drinking. It's gonna be out of control. So yeah, Cody and Jordan will be coming my place for Memorial Day weekend. So yeah, we'll do a live stream from here and it'll be yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So it should be very interesting. Plus my band's playing that night, that Saturday night. So you guys can come hang out, see the band play. Looking for Bo. Bo and Luke. Oh, good. Did you see? Tomorrow night, 10 o'clock. So I've got some thoughts. I did go Tuesday night, saw Gene Simmons band live Tuesday night. Got a lot of thoughts on it. Wasn't bad. Think a few things I would have changed, things that could have been better, but discuss it tomorrow night. But all in all, it was definitely it was a lot of fun. Yeah, he was saying in the green room earlier. Yeah, he's letting his hair down that weekend. He says I got a lot of East Coast friends, so I started like 11 or 12 at midnight. It's already 3 a.m. for them, so it seems more extreme. Yeah, it's crazy. I see. I'm like, holy shit, Koi was it's middle of the night. Damn. Yeah, Jordan, keep your DNR. Bring all the paperwork with you. I'll have my wife hold it for the weekend so she can give it to the proper authorities after the weekend, or when we're in the hospital or the morgue, whatever comes first. And I've talked to Miserable Mike, and hopefully that weather's nice on Sunday because I'm playing that Saturday, but that Sunday the weather's nice. We'll have a nice big barbecue. We'll have some people over, and maybe if the guys in the band don't want to do anything, I'll get the band set up in the backyard and we'll play. But it is a holiday weekend, so they might have some other plans, but we'll see. 10 p.m. tomorrow. I'll be there with bowls on. Yeah, man, it's gonna be fun. You know me, just like you, man. As much as I love talking horror movies, and I could talk Kiss all night long and other music too. So there's some interesting stuff. I have a few things I would have done differently had I been Gene Simmons. But yeah, tomorrow it was still fun. I had a great time. It was nice. Went with my brother, so my brother's the one that got me into Kiss. So it was good. What would have been nice is if either Ace or Peter would have surprised them and showed up because they both live in New Jersey. The show was in Montclair, New Jersey, Tuesday night, and Peter lives in Wall Township, New Jersey, and Ace lives in Lake Mohawk, which is only about half hour. Lake Mohawk, half hour, 35 minutes from me. So it would have been real easy for them to show up. He played a gig I think 2 nights before down South Jersey, so he actually would have been even closer to Peter Criss then. He was playing in Red Bank, New Jersey, which is closer to Wall Township. See, this is like the people that were curious about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre house. You just in real life, you don't do this because it never ends well. I mean, in real life, do you do this? No, you don't. Yeah, I've never been to a wax museum where everything's wax. Usually, it's just the wax figures. This is pretty wild that the floor is made of wax. Everything's made of wax, so everything can easily be melted. Yeah, wax museums, they're definitely cool, but they're like I said, they're definitely creepy. You don't see too many of them around anymore either, because I know there's the big Madame Tussauds in Europe. There's the one that I've been to in Manhattan, but I don't know of any other wax museums. It's something you don't hear about all that often anymore. Well, the upkeep is crazy because, like I said, you have to be constantly air conditioned. That shit's gonna run you money. That's awesome. It does the dog is made of wax. Good shit. And we're sitting here at 56 minutes, 50, almost 57 minutes already. Going pretty quick. And I'm surprised to see how long this movie is. Really don't remember it being that long. Creepy shit. Yeah, I completely forgot that she was in The Ranch. Anybody else here watch that TV show, The Ranch? That show was great. It's a shame what how Danny Masterson turned out, because I loved him in that '70s show, and that show was a great show. And the hell he was thinking doing what he did. A shame, because he was definitely funny as hell. Now he only drinks off the road, thankfully. See, she's very Jessica Biel in here with that white shirt on. I never realized that. Except she's not quite as sweaty, I guess, because it's got to be cool in there. But if it's that cold in there, because you have to keep the wax cold, she should have some high beams going. That's just creepy shit. John says, age free is a whole other topic. In reality, Peter Chris has finished his connection with Gene and Paul. It's the kiss tards who keep the fallacy. Oh, yeah, I have no expectations of a reunion. I just thought it would have been cool if they would have at least showed up. That would have been fun. Oh, um, well, I was going to reveal this, and I have footage of it. You could actually, a bunch of people uploaded the show on YouTube if you want to watch it, John. So it was pretty cool. In the audience on Tuesday night was Tommy James from Tommy James and the Shondells. So Gene brought him up, and he did Moni Moni with them. So that was cool. Um, well, Ace, as far as I know, Ace is on good terms with everybody. I don't think I know him and Paul had words, but as far as I know, Ace and Gene are okay, and Peter seems to be okay with them as far as like on a friendly level. It's not like they sit there and talk, but because I know even when Gene was doing all the Volt stuff, he had Peter out, he had Ace out, he had Vinnie Vincent out. So I think he mended fence. Is the one who's a little bit on the stubborn side. But yeah, it was pretty cool that Tommy James was there. Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome, and Gene's like, "Oh, we have a celebrity in the crowd tonight," and man over here was more things you could possibly imagine that everybody's covered time and time again, and Tommy James, and then so they started playing Moni Moni, and Gene's like, "Come on, come up." So Tommy James came up and sang it. It was awesome. I guess he lived in New Jersey, because I can't see why the hell he would have been in the Wellmont Theater, Montclair, New Jersey. So Tommy James must live somewhere in the area. Montclair, for those that not familiar with the area, Montclair is a very well-to-do area. The house there's multi-million dollar houses in that area, so I wouldn't be surprised if he lived somewhere in that area. Those that are fans of the horror film Christmas Evil, just like myself, I'm a big fan of Christmas Evil. Parts of it were filmed in Edgewood, New Jersey, which is Copland. where I grew up, and I actually watched them film certain scenes back in 1980. But other parts, like if you remember the movie Christmas Evil, the house that Harry lived in and grew up in as a kid, that house is in Montclair, New Jersey, where the theater was. You ever consider doing a old 50s and 60s horror stuff? We were just talking about that. The Colin Show, I was actually looking into that. That I was gonna get, I think when I get the Roadcaster, which is, Cody just got one for not Cody, Jordan just got one for his, setup. I think when I get that set up and I have a little bit more control over stuff, I'm gonna figure out a way to do that because that'd be a lot of fun. It'd be great to have some people that actually, it's great to have people in the chat, but it'd be even cooler to have them actually talking. I'm surprised they haven't done that yet with StreamYard, where people could just do voice. That'd be awesome. But we were just talking about this. I would love to go back and do like a where we do watch alongs like this, maybe pick a night where we do the original Universal monster movies or do the Hammer films. I'd love to do that. 'Cause that's the shit. That's the stuff I used to watch on Sundays, like Sunday afternoons, like with my dad. Or Saturday afternoons, I remember watching all the old TV all the old Abbott and Costellos, Abbott and Costello meets the Wolfman, meets Frankenstein, all that stuff. I used to love those. But that's what we used to do was watch the Universal ones, and those are easy because all those movies are short. They're only like an hour long, maybe an hour and 10 minutes at the longest. So that you could actually do 2 an episode. You do Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein, for Christ's sake. Yes, they're very short. And I wonder if they're public domain. I find it hard pressed that they're not public domain by now being that old, whereas you could probably show it. But even then, the YouTube overlords tend to break your balls anyway. Silent Film Sunday on Turner Classic Movie, the old silent films, I remember my grandma used to love watching those, and I'd watch them a lot, even the Turner Classic Films, well, Turner Classic Movies, yeah. My favorite silent film is Silent Film, the Mel Brooks movie. So if those I'm a big Mel Brooks fanatic. So for those who've watched all the Mel Brooks movies, he did a movie in the '70s called Silent Movie, and it was a silent movie. Everything is got excuse me, subtitles on it, and it's hysterical. And it's all silent, and the only person that speaks one word is who? Anybody in the chat have ever seen Silent Movie, the Mel Brooks movie? Nobody talks, says this is a silent film, but there's one person that says one word in that film. Who is it? I know. I'm an old fart, so I don't know if anybody's ever seen it. John's a little bit older too, so he might have seen it. Who is the person that actually says the one word in the Mel Brooks silent movie? See, Leanna's awesome. I love Leanna. She's an old soul. She likes all the old stuff just like me. I love watching all the old stuff. That's what I grew up on. It's just fun. Eric M for the win. Marcel. Yep. Look at you. Up now. Everybody looked it up, didn't they? You guys all looked it up. Marcel. Why was it ironic that he said one word in a silent film? It's because he was a mime. So back in the day, he was, you don't see too many people do miming anymore. He was a big time famous mime. So what does Mel Brooks do? Puts him in this film, and he's the only person to speak one word. The guy that doesn't talk. Genius. Mel Brooks, genius. It was Michael saying die. Actually, all he does is say no. Because they were trying to have him in their silent film in the movie, and the only word he said was no. The rest of the film is completely silent. Basically, we can get most 50s and 60s. That's the thing. I got to look into it though, because I know. I mean, if they're public domain, you should be. If they can show them, I know there's a gray area there because I did look into it about showing films that are in the public domain. So YouTube's philosophy is like, look, probably they can show them because they're in the public domain, but if you put them on your channel and your channel is monetized, you're technically making money from it. And believe me, I don't make any fucking money, but that's the way they see it. I guess if I was a bigger channel where, with tons and tons of subs, I could see that, but small channel like this, it's like, not making any fucking money on it. I wish we could like this movie here. It'd be great to just be able to show it, but the YouTube overlords say no. Yeah, it was kinda like that when he said it too, because he was like, "No," because they would, like, ask him to be in his film, he's like he was doing his whole mime thing, then all you hear him say is, "No." Good movie. Who was that in there? You got Mel Brooks in there, you got, Marty Feldman, Dom DeLuise is in there. Oh god, what the hell was the guy that plays the evil studio head from Engulf and Devour? Fuck, what the hell was his name? He's been in a bunch of stuff. I can't think of his name. Everybody's probably looking at me like I have 3 heads. But we're sitting in at 47 minutes and 10 seconds. So, got, old Jared's looking through the House of Wares. Look, you're in a house and you see a tray full of shit like that, you turn around and run. You don't I would just run like there's nobody's business. Show these creepy masks and a tray full of, like, uh, tools of torture, you fucking run. YouTube is a bunch of you can fill that YouTube is the censors and I mean, you'll see now, especially now that you're doing your own channel, like, it's so hard to get past certain, copyright things and all the shit that they throw at you, and it's like, it's a pain in the ass sometimes. People don't realize it, how time consuming it is. Like the latest video I just did, because 'cause I'm doing the thing where I'm doing it in segments where I thought somebody I know YouTubers have done this before, but I thought it'd be fun because I'm a lot older than most YouTubers, so there's a lot more films to choose from. Picking my favorite horror film from each year I've been alive since 1972, because most YouTubers might be in their 20s and 30s, and it goes like that. Well, I'm fucking old, so there's a lot of episodes. I'm gonna have 5 episodes. So I did the last one I did, which is from 1982 to 1991. I had to do it like 5 times to finally get it past the censors for showing parts of Prince of Darkness from 1987. Of all the movies, then nothing else got flagged. Silence of the Lambs, um, what else was on there? I got my list right here. Creepshow 2, Psycho 2, Nightmare on Elm Street, Fright Night, The Fly, Halloween 4, Pet Sematary, Tales from the Dark Side. So the only one that kept I had a bitch getting past this fucking copyright was Prince of Darkness of all the fucking films. Go figure that one out. I keep trimming it and re-editing it to get it past, and then finally it passed the copyright. Like, dude, what'd you expect when you saw all that shit there? You see this table there? You should have ran for your life, you dick. First couple uploads didn't get any censored copyright, although they say uploads could be later even after well, I've never had that happen before, fortunately, but yeah, it could be where you upload something like a week later, they could say something. So usually I'll just upload it, make it private so nobody can see it until it passes everything, and then boom. I don't have too many trouble. I've got it down to a science, but for some reason, I guess I must have showed too much. If you show a little span of a film, usually no, and as long as there's no audio, there usually passes it. But if you show a little bit too much, YouTube overloads are like, I don't think so. Smart girl. Well, it's not going to help. So go call the cops. Kick him in the dick. Kick him in the dick. Kick him in the dick. I would have done. I would have just told the truck, just keep kicking ass, kicking ass, kicking the static. Why abandoned building background? Oh yeah, this background. I always try to find something that's cool based upon what the hell we're watching. Instead of just having something stoic in the background. I can't. I can't. It's weird. It's always weird when we do our watch alongs on a different night other than Tuesday, especially when it's Thursday because tomorrow's Friday. So what's everybody doing this weekend? The older you get, the more you enjoy your weekends. You enjoy your time off. I'm ecstatic because it was supposed to rain all weekend here in northeastern Pennsylvania, and then rain moved in early, so it's today, tomorrow, and I'm gonna have a free weekend. Get the trailer going. So me and the wife we're supposed to go camping and the weekend before Memorial Day, we're gonna take the camper out. It'd be fun. there's, there's always this guy. It's like, dude, you have no chance of getting with that. Worst part about this time of year, this has actually been a crazy time of year because usually this happens in the cold weather. Those of you that live in like a wooded area like me, you always get ice no matter what you do. But Jesus Christ, in the last 3 days, I've caught one, two, three, four, five mice in my house in the kitchen. We heard so a family must have got in from somewhere. I don't know where the fuck they got in. I was sitting on the couch. I'm sitting on the couch in my chair last night. My wife's on the couch with the puppies. Out of the corner of my eye, see something go. Oh, my wife, forget it. When it comes to mice, she's mice and spiders. Forget it. Like, don't freak out. She's like, what? I go, I saw the mouse. She's like, where is it? I'm like, I just saw it over there. I'll handle it. So I put a trap out. She went to bed with the puppies. I came down here to get the intro ready for this. And I heard a snap. So I got the one mouse. I'm like, all right, I got that one. That was the one that was going by the dog's food. So I did get that one. So then I said, you know what? There's three locations where they could be coming in. So I set three traps in three different locations. So I was done down here last night. I went upstairs to go to bed. I got one in each trap. I got three at one shot. Holy crap. Hopefully that was all of them. Talk about a waxing, huh? Holy shit. Good thing he wasn't doing his junk. Today's VE day? I didn't know that. Yeah, Jordan probably went right to VD day. I'm sure. Leanna, I'm sure. Right where's mine goes, right in the gutter. I mean, mine's usually there too. So I can't fault it. I mean, this is actually pretty frightening. Being covered in hot wax, alive. It's sort of like what was seen in Tourist Trap when he covers one girl, but it's like plaster Paris. That's just nasty. It's messy. DVD, VB, VG. It's every day. Jordan's house is every day. House of Jordan. That should be the name of it. Heart and Tap, it was actually really good. I told you that, so that was a great title for your channel. But The House of Jordan, you have to have a show on there called The House of Jordan. Just talk about old creepy stuff. 2 2 different holidays. What are the 2 new federal holidays? I know I don't get them. I don't we we get all the typical ones off. We don't get anything any of the rare ones. My brother, forget he's a Teamster. They get you fart, you get a fucking day off. What the hell are the new federal holidays? Jack and Decker. What are the new, federal holidays? That is a good one. Jack and Decker. Well, you can have shows. Have different shows on your channel, different theme shows. Speaking of holidays, I think it's dumb they closed schools the day after Easter. I didn't think they did. Did they close school? Well, you know what? They don't close colleges because it was a bitch for my because the kids had to go back. But not on Halloween. I agree. Yeah, they give so well, I'm in Northeastern Pennsylvania. My kids, when I moved up here, shit, almost 20 years ago, I was floored that the kids get the first day of hunting season off. It's a holiday. But I grew up in Northeastern New Jersey, which had a high Jewish population, so we used to get all the Jewish holidays off. My kids are like, they don't even know what the Jewish holidays are. So it's weird when you go to different parts of the country, what days you get off, depending on what it is. Yeah, Halloween should have been the day off. I agree. Man, I had to leave the stream for a little bit to have dinner with mom, but I'm like, yeah, that's cool. That's awesome. You had dinner this late. Where are you? What part of the country are you in? So you must be like on, are you on the West Coast? Or you guys just eat dinner this late because it's 9:15 here, which is not bad. Some people eat dinner late. I get it, but it just seems like kind of late. Well, that's it. That's one of the things I wanted to do. I, my problem was I was a little lazy. I was going to go to college and go to school for music because I always want to be a music teacher, work in a school and teach music. And I should have pursued it. I did pursue a little bit of it in college. I did go for music theory and music composition. Then I just like Roy Munson. Well, there was the '80s and a lot of drinking, yeah, and so I never finished it, so I didn't become a teacher. But I had always wanted to become like a music teacher because not only do you get summers off, you get like I said, you basically fart, you get a day off. You get teachers convention, teachers workshop, teachers gonna scratch their ass day. It's like every fucking day. When my kids were younger in school, I'm like, oh, we have off tomorrow. I'm like, now what do you have a day off for? For what? Because it's Wednesday? If I end up being a parent, can't imagine my kid won't be in school on Halloween. Well, sometimes the kids like to go to school because, well, I mean, nowadays with the way some things have changed in school, my kids like going because they would always dress in costume. So they kind of like that, and they would have like some type of like something cool to do. I mean, I would assume some schools don't let them do it, but schools around here let them dress in costume as long as it was appropriate. Not like Jordan coming in like dressed like the Gimp from Pulp Fiction was not appropriate. As long as it was something that wasn't too outrageous. Some full time. Well, it's work for you. You do work at it, and you're good at it too. Don't knock yourself. See, this is Jordan on his first date. He gets a hot chick, and what does he do? He duct tapes her to a chair so she can't run. Tell me, gas station doesn't remind you of the gas station from the House of a Thousand Corpses. It so does. Okay. Yeah, looking forward to Sunday to see you next episode. It'll be fun. Although 5 o'clock is tough for me on Sunday, so I do try to. See, my wife is FaceTiming me because I can guarantee she completely forgot that I'm doing a live stream tonight. So she's FaceTiming me. So let's go live with my wife. Hey, pretty. Yeah, because we didn't do the watch along on Thursday. We're doing it today because I was at the Gene Simmons concert. I never saw it. Look at it. Hello. Pardon me, folks. Where is your roommate? She's gone already? What is she? What is she stuffing her face with? No, there's my daughter. There's my say hi, Fiona. You're on YouTube. Yeah. There's the daughter. I know now she's hiding because she was stuffing her face. You guys gonna be up for a bit? You're not going to bed yet, right? All right, as soon as I'm off, let me give you a call back. All right, love you. The puppies, they've been going back and forth. They're either on the blanket, or they're upstairs. They're on the blanket, or they're upstairs. No, I let them out right before I started, so they're okay. No, I'll deal with the aftermath. But I'll call you as soon as I'm done. All right, bye. Love you. There you go. Special guest appearance from my better half. I know. It's a little risque. We'll do it for a members only stream too, folks. We got to figure out when we're going to do it. I want to do some more members only standalone stuff. I'll have some more time, and now that things are getting a little calmer at work. Now that I say that, it's going to fucking blow up. But we're due for a members only stream, so maybe I'll throw a poll up there. Excuse me while I whip this out. I'll throw a poll up and see if anybody's got some ideas on what they want to do for a members only stream. So for those that aren't members, feel free to become a member because the member streams are usually pretty raunchy. They're never monetized because YouTube just goes. I don't think so. No, because it's usually pretty. Long story short, the last member stream was what we spent almost 4 hours making up porn names from mainstream films, which I thought would only last about half hour, last almost 4 hours. Yeah. Yeah, cameo from the wife. Why I didn't put the wife on there because she'd punch me out. That's why I figured I put my daughter up there because she won't say shit to me. The wife would swing next time she's. What are you doing? You're gonna see her. You're gonna meet her in person. You and Cody get to meet my better half in person. And Cody, speaking of which, give the membership. Let's see who got it. Who is joining the Whack Pack? Lars Marcon. That's a new name. I don't know that one. Well, welcome, Lars. Wait until you join in on one of the members only streams. They tend to get a little raunchy. Thanks, buddy. But that's what the particular spot on your floor will be known as going forward. But yeah, there's going to be like a sketch mark of Jordan's body. You don't have to sleep on the floor. There's plenty of room here. So I got a futon. I have a fold down couch. I have a cot. I have 4 theater chairs that are the most comfortable fucking things on the planet. I sleep in them all the time. So you don't have to sleep on the floor. But when should we have a members only stream? This weekend, she's no good because tomorrow I'm doing the Kiss stream. Saturday, I'm busy. Sunday, I'm busy. Well, Sunday's Mother's Day. Shit, that's right. Sunday's Mother's Day. All right. So there might not be a podcast on Sunday. It is Mother's Day, so I gotta spend the day, um, basically kissing my wife's ass because my kids won't do it. So, yeah. Oh, shit, I was too busy yapping away. Is it did he take his did he took the tip of her finger off already? Ugh. Oh, anything with fingers and ankles, man, that just fucking fucking hate that. So, yeah, so I don't think there'll be I don't see a podcast in our future for Sunday because it will be Mother's Day, and shout out to all those mothers who are mothers. Who in the chat here is a mother? Let's see. Liana is a mom, so you'll have a nice day for Mother's Day. Who else is a mother here? Well, George is a motherfucker. That's a different story, but I think that's it. No other women hanging out with us tonight. They hate us. They're not cool. Shit, I finished that golden monkey. So my wife's excited. Mother's Day, we're actually going out to lunch with some friends of hers that she met and become pretty close with, and they just bought a travel trailer like us, so we now have finally have a couple to go camping with. So we're all gonna go out and hang out for Mom's Day, which I said if that's what you want to do on Mother's Day, it's your day. So we're looking forward to having a couple to go camping with. This is creepy. Oh god, when he starts pulling the skin off. Ugh, nasty. This movie, I mean, this doesn't get enough credit. It gives you the heebie-jeebies. So he keeps pulling stuff off. At some point, it's like, stop pulling it off, dude. Nasty. A bunch of mother lovers in here. Hey, if you are coming to Milford, you have to leave with a sticker, one of the MILF stickers. So we're gonna put you on the spot again, Leanna. So they're gonna be here for that weekend. You want to meet somewhere in the middle. Are you free? And you get to meet uh the troublemakers in person. We can meet somewhere in the middle. I'll even bring out I'll bring out the babysitter. I'll even bring my wife out. But you forget how many good kills there are in this film too. That's some cool practical effects too. We're already hitting 1 hour and 10 minutes. Well, 1 hour 9 minutes and 25 seconds to be exact. Maybe you will. I'll talk to my wife. Find out if there's any available MILFs. I don't know of any right now. We did have one, but she moved. That was her friend that moved to Florida. That's when I sent her to Florida to go visit a friend. Hey there, Slasher Fred. I was wondering, we were talking about old films tonight. 1953 movie had that Phantom of the Opera feeling to it. It did. Yeah, the original House of Wax, Vincent Price. And that's a name that's it's scary that that's a Vincent Price's name is become such a almost lost in time at this point now because as my generation is getting older, like my generation remembers Vincent Price, but the young generation don't have a clue, and it's a shame because he was arguably the godfather of horror films, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, John was talking about it tonight, and we've talked about it before about doing something like with some of the classic horror films or even the Hammer films. I'd love to do. I haven't watched a lot of the Hammer films in years. Used to watch them a lot as a kid. There's a there's a bunch of sets I should get. Colin's not in the chat tonight. I gotta ask Colin which one to buy because Colin is like, if we do Hammer films, I'm gonna have to have Colin on because he's like the authority on Hammer films. It's like nothing dawns on them that they're in this town and there's nobody there. Nobody? There you go. Getting to the tent. That's a Paris Hilton. Come on, we've all seen her video. We've all watched her videos. Here we go. Let's see it. She's not shy. And believe me, she was only in this for one reason. For this, and because she was semi-celebrity. Exactly right, Leah. That's hot. See what you want. She's beautiful. Yeah, take it all off. We've already seen the videos. Take it all off. Only in the movies. If the movie is available on YouTube and it's public premise, you should start with The Night Stalker. Darren Mc oh god, I used to love to watch the TV show. He has some great ideas, John. I'd love to do it. I know a few people, like I said, I know one off the bat is the authority. It would be Colin, so we'd have to coordinate a good time that he would be able to do it. But yeah, man, the Kolchak, the Night Stalker, good stuff. One night in Jordan. Nice. You should. Come on. You gotta do something with these names, Jordan. Come on. That's all just some creepy shit there. Never had Jordan pegged as a movie star. Well, Jordan might be pegged. He might like to be pegged. We don't know. What goes on behind closed doors over there, it's all his business. Might be tough to sit down after that though. You know what? We were talking about masks. This is one of the masks I didn't bring up on that list. I want to do a part two to that mask thing because I ran out of time. And there's so many more masks. Look at that, right in the neck. Oh yeah, just pushing it further. Hold on one second, John. As I pour this, I'm gonna see something. So as soon as the movie's over, I'm gonna look into see how to do it. If it's something simple I can set up for tomorrow night for tomorrow night's stream, I'll do it. That'd be awesome. So we're sitting at 1 hour, 14 minutes, and 38 seconds. He's about to have his way with he's gonna have one night in Paris. So who filmed this? Because this has that very gritty grindhouse look, sort of like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. And Friday all the remakes had that gritty grindhouse look, which I like. Especially when the girls look gritty and sweaty. Yeah. Hey, there's Brady. She had one too many vodka gimlets with her dinner at the supper club tonight. That's okay, buddy. No worries. That's cool. You're free. We're all got about another 40 minutes or so if you want to hop on. If not, don't worry about it, man. Take care of mom. Awesome, man. I'm glad you made it to the green room. We got the chat. Like I said, I am definitely looking forward to Memorial Day weekend, man. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Like I said, folks, just tuning in. My two friends in the chat, they will be somewhere around here that weekend, live in studio. I have to figure out a way to set up the mic so everything sounds good. I'll have to do a test run. And I'll probably have miserable Mike too. So it could be very crowded here. It's gonna be a lot of sweaty balls. Definitely there, but she can walk straight with a cane. I have been there. I know that, and I'm not there. I'll send you my email if you're interested in getting a new. I would be interested in bringing on Kiss fans for the show. Absolutely. I Because I was doing 2 things. I was doing Kiss and Chat, I was doing, like, a Kiss My Past, and either or, bring on some Kiss fans. Because I was also talking to Mick. Mick's, is it horror pop culture? Because he's a big Kiss fan too, and I don't know if you ever see the husband and wife on you oh, that's that's great how she leaned forward and they pushed it went further into her head. That's hot. Um, what's the YouTube channel, John? Oh, Kiss Army Things. It's a young couple, husband and wife that do it. They're gonna come on the show, I wanna say in a month. Because I thought it'd be cool to have it'd be a cool contrast to have somebody on that came into Kiss much later than me, and that's that younger, and this version, later version of Kiss is what the original version was to us. I thought it'd be cool to sit there and chat with them, and they have a lot of cool enthusiasm, him and his wife, so they're gonna come on, I wanna say in a month, they said they'll come on because they're kinda busy. And if you haven't checked them out, go check them out. Kiss Army Things is the channel. And I'll probably reach out to a couple more people too, see if they're interested in just bullshitting. Um, I'm trying to think how you can send me. Are you on Facebook or if you're on Facebook or Instagram, John? Let me know. You can just send it your email, or I can send it to you either or. Hit me up on. Let me know in the chat if you're on what socials you're on. This is the longest movie since Titanic, and Brett still couldn't get here on time. Give it the Town of Wax. Hey, this movie must have had a small budget because you can make all this on a soundstage somewhere. Now you wanna talk about some old creepy films? That's the woman right there. Betty Davis. She was good. That's just creepy. Look at all those people that are supposed to be wax, and it's unrealistic too because, like you said, if you ever been in wax, it's got to be unless it's cool there, but it looks grindhouse and sweaty. These people would all be melting. What movie is this? Look at her just sitting there pretending like she's a statue. See your contact email, social media. Therefore, I can't be reached by email. Um, hold on one second as I'm looking through this stuff. Un momento. No way to do this without and now he's just going to start shooting off his own stuff here. Don't do that. Don't kill all your wax figures. Wax figures, wax people, I should say. Second here. I think if you go on my channel, you can just send it to me on my email on my channel. Let me see if I have it on here. Yeah, I'll throw it in the chat because you can see my email either way. Just hit me up with that email, John. We'll definitely set something up. Yeah, it'd be cool. Like I said, oh, holy shit. Wait a second. I'm too busy yapping away. Look who's here. There he is. Oh, we can't hear you. Sound. Hold on a second. Did I unplug myself again? No, I didn't. I hear myself. Yeah, we don't hear you. Back out and come back in. There's Buddy and Mom. George says, "There's a town I drive through on occasion that has those town of blank signs where you." There's some towns around here, man. There's and parts of like upstate New York by me. Well, by you too. There's some. Yeah, exactly. I don't hear it either. So something was up. That's why I figured he backs out. There's some of those creepy ass towns that you drive through. He's been after her this whole time. Better save that piece of ass. Yeah, she looked like she had a few too many. That's awesome. Good for her. God bless her. Good, man. You people out there, just love your parents, man. Hold them close if you have them. I have none left. Where has this guy been now? This guy that's with Liza Cuthbert. I know I've seen him and stuff too. I don't think I'm being too lazy to look his ass up again. But she's definitely got that Jessica Biel now. She's getting now as the movie's progressing. She's got the white shirt on. She's getting sweaty and disheveled looking. An old pervert. Well, yeah, how old is she? She can't be that far from my age. Hold on a second. So I'm not that perverted. Hold on. She's Canadian too. I didn't realize she was Canadian. Oh, actually, no, she is. She's more than 10 years younger than me. She's 42. Okay. Okay, I'll take her if I have to.
Jeez, stop it.
Now we can hear him.
You can hear me. Thank God.
Now we hear you.
Okay. Mom, say hi.
Hi. Hi.
Where you coming back from? Dinner?
Oh, we got some bad reception here. Damn northern Wisconsin,
yeah,
Mom.
You know.
Oh, he's in Wisconsin.
Wi-Fi.
Unstable internet.
Yeah, gee. Go figure.
What the hell? Okay, now you're back. I don't know what happened there. Okay, so you saw my note, right?
Yeah, I had a girl. Everybody was like, yes.
2 vodka gimlets, Mom. You did it, right?
My God.
Her mind's there. It's there. She's there. She's fine. All of a sudden, her legs were going crooked, and the rest is history.
Disgusting.
It must have been that filet in that salad.
I don't
and
know.
those
Been there,
onion
done
rings.
Been there, done it.
It's great, but I'm not drunk. I have no feeling in my legs.
Oh, well, I'll have to get you out of the car somehow. We'll figure that out when we get to
I'll be
Been there,
fine.
done it.
Sad. really sad, but
You're okay, Mom. Stop it. You're
figure
okay.
out my age.
Is the movie over yet?
No, there's it's about a little over half hour left. I realize it's almost 2 hours long. It's an hour 52 minutes.
What
Well,
movie?
maybe I will get to. I'm only a few minutes away from my mom's place, so if you stick around, I'll catch the end then.
It's still late.
So
Yeah, if you can, that'd be cool. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
up to you. No worries. We're
Okay.
okay.
We'll be home soon.
we'll be home soon. I can make
See
sure
you,
she
Mom.
gets out of the car.
Yeah, it might be a while.
Oh, stop it. Okay. We'll see.
We'll see you later.
Wow.
Look at that. Special guest appearance from Brett's mom. And she parties. God bless her. Rodney, what's up? Best bodies in their prime. Britney Spears, Jessica Alba, or Pam Anderson. Oh God. In their prime? I say thank you. You put Jessica Biel? Jessica Biel. Sorry. That's my vote. Like I said, I've been giving the comparisons to Jessica Biel with the white shirt and sweaty, the remake of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, to Elijah Cuthbert tonight with her. Now she's wearing the white shirt and she's getting all sweaty and stanky. Yummy. Jessica Alba. She was no slouch in her day, but man, Jessica Biel. Take care of your mom, man. Yep. God bless her, man. Take care. Hold them close because they're not always there, man. Before you know it, they're gone. Take my word for it. Jordan. That's great. Hey, what's up, Dean? What's shaking? Oh, that's got to leave a mark, dude. When you pull an arrow out of your arm like that, that's hardcore shit. Sorry. Oh, that's great. You gotta make sure Buddy hears that later. He's gonna laugh his ass off. So we're sitting at 1 hour 28 minutes. I'm still getting over that one, Jordan. About 1 hour 29 minutes. So we have about 22 and 2. We got about 24, 25 minutes left in House of Wax. Oh, that's right, Dean. So you didn't think much of it, huh? It's good. Yeah, I like this film. It's a lot of fun. So you didn't think much of Clown in a Cornfield? It doesn't sound like a fine feature film, but then again, those are the ones that surprise you. I know all the YouTubers that I follow. I've been seeing tons of stuff about Clown in a Cornfield. I never even heard of it until they started posting about it. But it's no good, huh? Should we expect a review on your channel? And for those, somebody in the chat that's a mod, be sure to throw Dean's channel up there too, into the Cinevault. So should we expect a review? That it sucks? It just sounds weird, Clown a Cornfield. So I'll wait till it streams. That's why if I have enough people that I trust that tell me it's not that good, I'll wait till it streams. Plus, it's much more fun to watch my neighbor when he just complains about how bad movies are. Don't touch. This one guy with not the guy with the mask, the one who's drinking the yellow shit and with got the arrows. He looks like a young Dennis Quaid. There you go. Everybody go check out Dean's channel. Go give him a sub. Thanks, Liana. Hey, Matt, what's shaking? I had a fun time seeing House of Wax during my first year of college. Wow, first year, so 2005. Nice. You You drink out of a hillbilly glass? You need some Canadian beer. Is this a hillbilly glass? I don't know. I drink out of this because this is, if you look at it, my wife got this to me, part of my 50th birthday. It says, vintage 1972, and then it's got all the different things on the back of, like, the year I was born, like, which makes you wanna kill yourself when you see how cheap things were. You know, it's got famous songs, what people that were born, how much eggs were, milk, all that shit, world population. Yeah, so I always drink out of this because it's cool because it fits everything nicely. Now pint glasses, everything just fills right to the fucking top. You might do a review on it. Why not? You just saw it. I'll check it out. The only thing I don't remember from watching this is, like I said, it's been a minute. I don't remember the exact ending, how it ends. So I will be surprised because it's been a minute. Yeah, I'll strip you of your rank when you're here in person. I'll just go, just strip your bars off you. This is a it's got a really good set. It's nice and a very grindhouse look about this film. That's what I like about it. I like the sleazy. I like these movies that, like, when you're done, you feel like you need to shower because you feel so grimy and sleazy. So it is shot well. Yeah, I always use this laugh. This is awesome. She got this. It was I think it's my 50th. It says what? Age to perfection. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I'm definitely aged, but not perfect. That's for sure. So speaking of the wife, it's funny. She don't watch this podcast, so she'd be embarrassed if I talked about this. Nothing bad. So I was talking to Cody before in the green room, and he was like, "Never knew your wife was blonde." I said, "She's not. She went to get highlights put in her hair." My wife's always had like auburn reddish hair, but everybody in her family is blonde. And he's like, "I didn't think your wife was blonde." I'm like, "She's not." So the people that were putting the woman that was doing the streaks, like she took all the shit off, and all of a sudden her hair was blonde. She's like, "What the fuck?" So now she's got blonde hair. So it's hysterical because everybody always asks, "You see my daughter? My daughter's got blonde hair," but everybody on my wife's side of the family except her has blonde hair. Her sisters, her mother, everybody. So yeah, she's not. My wife is not a typical blonde, but now she's blonde at the moment because of her hair getting a little bit too colored. Nice. Goes to get him out, and boom, snaps his head right off. Well, now you have no competition. Now you can take her for yourself. Look at it that way. This House of Wax movie would have been a great B feature. Yeah, this is like a good. This is like these gritty, grimy films like this, like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake, as well as the OG, where they feel gritty and grimy. They're perfect drive-in movies, big time. They're like good, like Svengoolie movies. I like that, like, where it's like on a theme night. I love that stuff. What was I just talking to you about Svengoolie? I was just talking about Svengoolie to somebody. I can't remember what the hell it was. Yeah, well, one of the podcasts in another week or two when we'll revisit masks again. Not to be sure to put this one on because this one is creepy. The mask with the long black hair on it, it almost looks like, I forget the actor's name, but he played the father in, Kindergarten Cop. And he wasn't he also in 3 O'clock High? I think it was Buddy Revell in 3 O'clock High, right? That guy. He also played the. He was like in the Chippendales scene in Bachelor Party. That's what that looks like. What the fuck's that actor? That's, um, Richard Tyson. Yeah, that's what it looks like with hair, like a young Richard Tyson. I've seen that in a while. Yeah, it was good. And it was also the Go-Go Bar guy in Kingpin. Remember Woody Harrelson's like, I'm looking for this guy. He's like, check it out. When Ishmael was out there dancing as a go-go dancer. But the scene in uh making sure I have my thinking of the right films here. So I got married. There was another movie that was funny as hell. 3 O'clock Night, Kindergarten Cop. So I got married. I'll be myself and Irene. It was good. That's it. I'm like, I knew he was another one. Be myself and Irene. I haven't seen him. I never even seen him at cons. Maybe he shows up at cons, but I don't remember any cons he's been at. This is a great creepy mask. It's almost like if you didn't have the hair on it, it would almost like a Hush mask from that movie Hush. A version of it. Yeah, because you also it's gonna be like the melting steps in Nightmare on Elm Street. The guy that gets the captain was standing next to us looking at merch in the Houston Hurricane. Really? Which guy got that guy's decapitated? The one where his head was there. Was that Jared Padalecki? He was. Are you talking about? It was my original intention to retire by the local drive-in theater or AM radio station where I grew up. Both are gone by now. So that would be awesome. See, I always wanted to do. I'd love to do a record store, but it's just too much. I could do that. No, I'm a big cigar guy. I've loved cigars. I actually worked at a tobacco shop years ago, so I enjoy a good cigar from time to time. A good buddy of mine always said, we always said, when we retire, if we make it to retirement, we go like a cigar shop and just hang out. Just that would be our little. If we didn't make any money, as long as we broke even, who gives a shit? It's something to do. Hang out and bullshit with people, play dominoes, play my guitar, watch movies. Hey Herbert, what's up? Everybody, do me a favor too. Before everybody leaves and before the movie ends, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, for fuck's sake, what's wrong with you? Who is messaging the shit out of me? We haven't finished yet. It's a case of this. That's awesome, Jordan. Where did that come from? I like that. 1.21 gigawatts. Hey, Michelle, what's going on? Everybody's popping in late. That's awesome. That's cool. Hang on. Make sure we get your sleep so you can hang out tomorrow night. Oh, all day? I have a problem with the mic. Let me know in the chat if something's going on with Mike. I had a problem once before with it. In which case, let me know. If it's broken up for whatever reason, let me know. The House of Wax remake once on AMC Fear Friday. Oh, wasn't I remember seeing it on Fear Fest. Right. That's cool. As long as we get this in there. Yeah, let me know if you're having a problem with the mic. I think it's the one unit that I use here. I got to get that broadcaster. I think I can control it a little bit better. I had a problem once before with the microphone, and it was that unit. We got 10 minutes left in this film. It's great effects in this. I don't know how the hell they pull this all off. Everything's just melting like that. Sounds like a bandwidth issue, perhaps with the porn you're downloading at the moment. I don't know. Hold on, I have no porn going. Hold on. Let me do this. Let's try one thing here and see if it's doing the same thing. Echo testing, testing, testes, 1, 2, 3. Looks like it's okay here. Let me know if anything changed. I would have loved to have bought the movie theater that I worked in high school. It was a four-screen theater, small theater in my hometown. I would have loved to have done that. Like I said, even if I don't make any money, as long as I don't lose money, I wouldn't care. That'd be awesome just doing that. The driving theater would be so much fun. What a messy job. They had House of Wax. That's my T-shirts say Paris Hilton is finally dead, and her mother spoke out about. Did they really? That's funny. Keep talking. Nobody wants to even keep talking. Yeah, let me know if it's a little bit better. I just turn it back on and off and see if that did anything with it. And I also had a stream going in the background, so I turned all some other stuff off. So I think I got to get a hold of not as good now. What the fuck? I wonder what the hell's going on. Hold on a second. Hey, Jordan. If it's still doing the same thing, let me know. Turn it off, and I'll just use the camera audio because we're getting towards the end anyway. I wonder why it's doing that. I'm gonna get that broadcaster. I think that'll straighten it out. I had that focus right, and it seems like ever since I got it, there's nothing but give me problems every so often. This cop's pretty creepy too. It's always at the same exposition scene at the end when they're with the police nearby the ambulances and stuff. And you're sitting here telling us how hard it is to get to this town. Well, how did you end up at the town now? There's a ton of people there now. And what are you gonna do with all this wax? Now you see it like dripping into the sewers. How good could that be for the environment, right? TGZ was shaking, man. So I missed the stream. I love this movie. The blonde girl, Liz, is so beautiful. Yeah, she's cute as hell. Oh, look at this. There's Brady.
We made it back. We did good.
You help mom in. She's all safe.
Yeah. We found out she didn't have some of her medication this morning, and that's what did it.
Oh, nice.
Oh my God, it's 9 o'clock already?
Yes, it's 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I can see because I the freaking wait till my daughter and my son come home. It's gonna be even worse. Internet vampires are gonna be coming back. I've upgraded. I've done so much shit here, but Northeastern Pennsylvania, Penn Teledata. If anybody here has Penn Teledata, they suck. The stinkiest of all, sweatiest dog days of a swamp in the middle of August. Sweaty assholes. They are horrible.
Oh, nice.
That's the end of the look at that. Just in time for it to end. You showed up.
Yeah, I know. Better late than never, I
This
guess.
by Joel Silver and Robert Zemeckis. I did not know that.
They promoted it that way. Yeah.
I did not realize that.
The cast of characters, like look at the credits. There's only like 15 people or something like that in it.
Well, they had a lot of extras because they had all those people that were supposed to be wax people, especially in the theater part.
Oh yeah.
This was a fun movie. Music by John Ottman too. I didn't realize it was John Ottman.
Oh, not the John Ottman.
The John Ottman.
16 Candles, John Hughes. You know that guy too.
Jordan always blames getting hammered on missing his meds too.
Jordan, yeah. Well, I'm not going to be here for Mother's Day, so that was part of it. So I'd take her off for Mother's Day.
Well, bag and cue Brett in on my lap. Which one was that? Jordan said somebody tonight. I don't know which one it was. Oh, he's like, when you were sitting there with your mom, he goes, it looks like Brett and his mom are like at an ATM getting money to go to the strip club.
We were at a gas station, so yeah, there you go. Oh, that's good. I never thought I'd see Blanton's at a supper club up here. I was like, damn. So I forgot, Pat. Are you an old-fashioned person?
Oh, I love old fashions. Love them.
Yeah, that's like the big thing here. They have like one of these passport books where you can get the stamps for all the famous old fashions in the North Woods here. So people are doing that.
Oh, I love a good old fashioned. And Jordan's going to be here for Memorial Day weekend. Cody went to sleep. So that's one day when you're here, I'll bring you guys to the distillery of the place I sent the bottle of bourbon to Brett. We'll go get
They're excited about that. I know. After talking to them separately.
We'll get a good old fashioned there.
We're doing this off my phone. I don't see who's really in the chat. Who do we got in here?
Let's see who's here. We got a
Daniel
good tonight, which is I didn't know how many people were going to show up because my phone blows up on Thursdays because everybody and their grandmother does freaking streams on Thursday nights. We usually don't.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing why we don't, right?
Yeah, but there was a good group of people tonight. All the cool people came here. Like I told everybody, I'm like, this is where the cool people hang out. Fuck everybody else.
Yeah, Daniel's there. Cool. You said Cody was in the chat.
He was here earlier.
Jordan?
He was in the room too. He went to bed. He's got to get up early. He's got some shit to do. There's Daniel. There's Jordan. There's John Patterson. TJZ. Herbert's here.
Hey.
Leanna was here earlier. Matt Gonzalez is here. Michelle Smith. Yeah, we had a good
Leanna, Matt Gonzalez. Okay, cool.
Yeah, we had a good group of people here. It was awesome.
Hi, Michelle. I see a pop up. Cool.
Glad you guys came and joined us for Thursday because this is not our usual night. This is not my beautiful house. This is not my beautiful life.
Oh, I'm gonna get that one beer because I know maybe I'll ship them to you and then Jordan can take some. I don't know if Leanna would like that threesome threesome IPA. Remember that was rated high.
Oh yeah. If you want to send anything, because I'll have both knuckleheads here. So
yeah, I'm gonna go to that place. Because I'm going home through Milwaukee, and that brewery was towards Milwaukee, so I'm planning to. They have it in 4-packs, so I'm gonna grab a couple 4-packs of it. So
oh,
it was really good.
She's listening. Oh God, thank you for saying that because I was doing the laundry. The wife's up. We had a special guest appearance from my wife who was FaceTiming
Hi,
me,
Leanna.
who forgot I was doing a live stream because she's up at my daughter's college, staying the night because she's helping her pack up because she's coming home tonight because the semester's over. She's coming home tomorrow.
Did you tell me the missus you brought her in on the thing while you were talking?
No,
live?
she FaceTimed me, and I'm like, my wife's FaceTime because she probably forgot that I'm doing
Oh,
thing tonight. She's like, "Are you live right now? Am I on?" I'm like, "No, you're not on."
oh, damn! You're a bachelor tonight?
I'm bachelor tonight. If you want to have a smoke, let me know.
Shit! I wonder if Triggs is still open. That's the place where they're at. Maybe I'll go get one.
Yeah,
I'll have to take a look.
She's
when
staying
we're
up with
on.
my daughter tonight, and then they're coming home. She's helping her bring all her shit home tomorrow. So
Oh, okay.
I had this earlier though. Did you ever have this? Golden Monkey.
Oh, that sounds good. What is that, an IPA?
Mystical flavors to enlighten you. It's a Belgian style triple. 9.5%. Yeah,
I will definitely.
Interesting.
I only got a 2-pack of those chocolate peanut butter stouts, so maybe I'll send that, and then I don't think Cody would. Maybe Cody would. Maybe you and Jordan could split that and try that. I'll send that can too.
We'll share. We can swing. Yes, yeah, exactly. It's Victory Brewing.
You know, Pat, I love places that do combination plates because they had a lobster steak combo today. They have those. That's great. A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. That's the way it should be. A little bit. Yeah, I was gonna tell Miserable Mike. I think he knows that the wife's away. Because I'm like, yeah, I can go for a smoke and an extra drink. I just have to check on the puppies because I set everything up for them to sit down here so I can babysit them. So they're upstairs, probably peeing on something.
Him and I were going back and forth when you were at the Gene Simmons concert because I was at Wrigley.
1060 West Addison.
Damn right. I was like, yeah, Pat went to go do one thing. I went to go do another.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a good show. Oh, thanks. Oh, yeah, doing good. People are actually tuning in for some reason. It's weird. People are just as fucked up as I am.
Is it still what are we at? It was 2.5, right? Or is it 2.25? I'm sorry, I should remember.
We went over 2,500.
Excellent.
Look at that.
That from 2.25 to 2.5. That went pretty damn.
Yeah,
that got up there pretty quick. That's great.
So we were talking earlier about doing some. We were due for a subscriber stream, so we have to figure out what that is. And I told everybody, if you're not a member, I get pretty raunchy. Unless you don't want to be raunchy, in which case, why are you here?
Yeah. Then we got to figure out what day we're going to do that next. We need to figure out what day we're going to do that.
Yeah. So tomorrow night I'm doing a Kiss thing at 10 o'clock tomorrow night because I was going to do because I saw Gene Simmons. Obviously, you know that, so that's why we do. So do a little review of Gene Simmons, talk a little bit about Peter Criss actually coming out with a new album, which is a little interesting.
What? Yeah, he talked about that with Billy Corgan on that interview. Gene Simmons, he's like, yeah, he's got an album. I was like, ooh.
So it should be fun. I figure we'll just do a nice little catch up. This is the place to be. The most level-headed dude on the internet. Seriously? Are you drinking? How much have you had to drink? Great movies. I appreciate it,
John.
Awesome. And like I said,
that's awesome, dude.
I threw my email there, so hit me up, email me. Like I said, we'll set something up and have John on because I like the Kiss thing. I'd like to have some Kiss people come on. I was saying,
he's a big Kiss guy, right? Yeah.
I already reached out to one podcast and I watched this one couple that does a bunch of Kiss stuff. That's pretty cool. They're going to come on and one of the Kiss podcasts and chat with me. So I go that way. So I was telling everybody it was cool. So at the Gene Simmons shop at the Gene Simmons show on Tuesday, it was awesome. So he's sitting there saying he's just like oh, there's a celebrity in the audience, and it was Tommy James from Tommy James and the Shondells.
Oh, what? That place didn't hold that many people, right?
Yeah, it's probably about how many people are in there? It's like a 3,000 seat theater.
Oh, it's a seated theater. It's not general admission. Okay.
No, it's both. There's a section. Yeah, there's orchestra. Then there's a level here. Then there's this one level where the bar is. That's general admission. That's where me and my brother were. And then there's another whole balcony area above So it probably holds about 3,000 people in it.
That's not where Carpenter's going to be, right?
No, Carpenter's going to be in Queens, New York.
Oh, that's right. So
Yeah.
you could be with the rest of the low lifes, right? Like Frank Rizzo's guys.
Frank Rizzo. Yeah, we'll be over there, and yeah, I wish he was playing at the fucking Wellmont because I could stay at my brother's for free instead of spending $700 for 2 fucking nights.
Those are Frank Rizzo's guys from Chicago. Look like a couple low lifes from Queens.
I'm fucking friends with Mario.
There's over 300 Marios.
There's fucking 300 Marios.
Ah, shit, we got to do that. That passed 30 years last year. Screw it, we're doing it.
Yeah, we should do that. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but so it was great. So he brought Tommy James up, and they sang "Moni Moni."
Oh, how about that? Okay,
so it was pretty cool.
That is cool.
But it was a good show. I would do a little review tomorrow night. A few things I would have changed that he did, and things I'm hearing that people are complaining about. But it was all in all, for $60, it was worth every penny.
Oh, here you go, Pat. Look I just got an email for work here. Due to parts that are waiting to come in from South Africa.
You're fucked.
I can't. This is the birds, man.
Yep. Jordan likes to kiss. Oh, the kiss man. Well, don't be kissing. Well, see how drunk you get. I was telling everybody. So the weekend of Memorial Day will somewhere around here. You'll see Jordan and Cody somewhere around here. That we'll do a live stream with them. They'll be sitting here.
Put a bottle of rum behind some stuff.
None of us will have pants on. It'll be interesting.
Oh God! Oh no! I'm scared.
It's gonna get It's gonna get wild that weekend.
Oh, good stuff, man.
So are you able to hang it for a little bit after this?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if that place is open while you're doing the credits thing really quick. But I could stay on this if you want me to, like this. Sure.
Yeah, no, we'll sword fight. Yeah, we can hop off. We've been on for about 10 almost it's over 2 hours already. Holy shit. I appreciate everybody coming. We had a great group of people. Thanks everybody. I know it's not our typical night, and I know like all the other cool podcasters were doing shit. Well, cool podcasters, fuck them. We're doing all their streams tonight, and so I appreciate everybody that did join us tonight. I'll be back tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Even if you're not a Kiss fan, if you like music in general, we start with Kiss and then we go on a tangent and talk all sorts of music. Take my word for it. So be sure to join and just hang out and have a couple of drinks and just talk music for freaking an hour or two tomorrow night.
Yeah, and our next watch along, we'll be back at I'll be back in my regularly scheduled place, and
we'll do we
start some of those comedies.
We're due for comedies. We can either do Fletch or Bruce's Millions. I'll do either one.
I think Fletch was before Brewster's Millions, or it doesn't matter. It's May, right? So
let's do Fletch. Fletch.
Oh yeah.
Fletch. And what do you do, Mr. Fletch, for a living? I'm a shepherd. Yeah, Fletch is like part of my DNA. I speak fluent Fletch, like to this day, everywhere we go. Do you need anything? The Beatles' White Album, the head of Alfredo Garcia.
We were talking about that. I think it was the first time I went to Steel City Con when he was there. I think most people probably say that's his best movie, Chevy Chase. Not for me, but I still like it a lot. But
that's a toss-up. It's tough between that and Caddyshack. Yeah,
Caddyshack, and I'm a big Funny Farm fan. And the Clark Griswolds is probably where it's at.
Yeah, Funny Farm is good. And that is tough to say. You know, we should do a ranking of Chevy Chase movies. That'd be tough.
Why don't we do it before we do Fletch? Why not? Sunday. There we go.
Well, I was thinking Sunday is probably a no-go. Sunday's Mom's Day.
Oh shit, that's right.
So I brought that up earlier. I said I don't think we're doing a stream Sunday. So if you want, maybe we could do a podcast on Monday night if you're free. Because Sunday's probably a no-go. Because Sunday I know we're going out to doing like a luncheon thing with another couple, and and then it's Mom's Day. So I figured it'd probably be better that we don't do anything.
Yeah,
if you want to do it on Monday, why don't we do a Chevy Chase ranking on Monday night? Then we watch Fletch on Tuesday. I could do
Let's confirm by tomorrow. I have to see how the practices of what time I could be back for start time for it. I'm sure I could do it. I just don't want to tell you what time, and I hate doing this when this comes up. Well, today was a little bit different. I didn't expect to be as long, but
Brett's got to take his mom to the strip club on Sunday.
I gotta tell my mom that one. She'll laugh at that. She'll get a
All right. You haven't lived until you've been in a strip club with a parent. I was in a strip club twice with my father. My brother's bachelor party and my bachelor party. And it was it was an interesting experience to say the least.
Dude, Pat, I'm telling you, for 44 years, I'd never seen anything like what I just saw like an hour ago.
That's great. Good for her. Hey, I'm just glad she didn't get hurt. That's all. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it was just because it's all physical that it was. It was going. It's like, oh shit.
I mean, my father, I can't tell you how many times I carried my dad to bed because he got drunk, but I don't ever remember my mother being drunk. She was not a big drinker. She liked to have a beer with pizza. And that was it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, my mom, she loved an ice cold beer with pizza and maybe a glass of wine or martini from time to time, but never ever. And see, she died last year. So it was 50, in my 52 years, ever remember my mom being drunk. Never.
Wow.
My dad, I don't have enough fingers and toes to count on.
Hey, Mom? Mom. I don't know where the hell she's at.
I hope she's all right. Let's get a show, Pat. Right, take care of your mom. That makes you a good son in my book. That's important in the long. That's awesome. Thanks, John. And next, hit me up. Shoot me an email. I sent you the email. I put it in the chat. Hopefully you got it. If not, I can throw up there again before you leave. Just let me know.
She's in the washroom. Okay. Got nervous.
Yeah, as long as she's okay.
But yeah, dude, Pat, you should have seen the bartender at this place. So there's the vodka. I was like, holy shit.
Oh, they say you get a good bartender that pours well. That's the thing. It's like you don't want to. People always say, like, oh, they water down drinks, but you have to have the right mixture, and sometimes it doesn't need to be that overpowering. That's the right mix.
You and I've worked in the public space before. That's a reputation thing too.
Yeah.
You shortchange that stuff. That word will get out on that.
Yeah, we went out to dinner. The picture I put up on Facebook when me, Fiona, and Kathy went to this one place, this hideaway place. The food was great. Everything was great, but they made a Long Island iced tea that was the worst. And that's and my wife doesn't drink a lot, and she likes the Long Island iced tea or espresso martini, which it didn't make. And Long Island iced tea came, and she's like, something don't look right. And she knew automatically. She's like, this is not right.
Yeah, see, I'm not. I had one. I'm not a big iced tea person. Who makes real good ones in our area is the United Center where the Bulls and the Blackhawks play. Everybody goes to town on Long Island iced teas there.
They're good. They're good because you'll drink those, and next thing you know, they kick you right in the ass. You don't realize it. That's why I'm always trying to get my wife drunk. I try.
Shout out to this area too, northern Wisconsin. Their Walmarts still have a lot of physical media, so shout out to them.
Dean says it's me. I'm the good bartender. Yeah, Dean, we have to hit you. So you're near Philly. That's where you are, right? You're outside of Philly. Is that where you bartend? Let me know because I'll have to make sure I'll have to send you a picture of my daughter. If she comes in, it's a fake ID.
We're gonna have to see, Dean Pat, next time. Well,
I'm writing her out.
Oh God.
Because my daughter goes to school near Philly. I'm like, so if she ever wanders into your bar, I'll send you a picture. You say, I know your dad. You're not 20.
Oh, that would be crazy if that happened, right?
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. That's why I need to send me offline where you work. If it's near where she is, I'll tell her to go there. I say, I heard the bar was great. And if she shows up, I know your dad. You're not 21. Get out.
It'd be cool, because you probably hit it before I do. It'd be cool to go find Dean when go to the next Monster Mania in Cherry Hill because that's right there.
Definitely. Yeah, I've already told Dean. Absolutely.
And you've never been to the Rocky Steps too.
Oh, then it's too much for her then. Well, she's got a boyfriend now, so I'll tell the boyfriend make him spend the fucking money. What's that?
Oh, it's you haven't been to the Rocky Steps though too, so that's kind
No,
of
I'd like to go to Rocky Steps. I want to run up them. I'll probably die of a heart attack running up them, but I'll go.
Dan.
Do
Dean
they
just
have like?
put.
Do they have like one of those seats for like for the elderly that you can just they just take you up the stairs?
You know what it is, Pat? I'm gonna tell you. They're shallow steps. Yeah, you'll get tired, but it's not like they're steep steps. That's how I look
No,
at
I'll
it.
be fine. I joke. I should be okay. I'd
I
love to see
kid.
because I've never seen it. I've been to Philly dozens of times. I've never made it to the Rocky Steps.
And yeah, they're in a they're. It's an area, you know. Some parts of Philly are interesting, but some parts of Chicago are weird. Some parts of New York, as you know, are different. So
I was going to go to Philly. There was a show that's in a club in Philly I wanted to go to. It was either Fear was playing there or was it Fear or TSOL? Two of my punk rock bands that were playing. I can't remember. I'll have to look, and if I end up going to Philly, I'll have to let you know, Dean.
well,
The art museum steps are shallow, but there's lots of them. Yeah, that's the thing. The shallow steps, to me, they're actually more annoying because you have to work twice as hard.
Oh, Dean, if he knows the Rocky area pretty well, like Rocky's apartment from the first film is not in a great area. That area is pretty rough. Mickey's gym's kind of cool, but they just renovated that whole area now. So they renovated that building. So I don't know. There's a lot. I'd like to go to Adrian's restaurant too. It's supposed to be pretty good, actually, too.
Go, Adrian.
Oh, but that's a lot. So, well, I should go see if this place is still open.
Yeah, go see if they're open. If not, either way, you can still hang out, have a drink or whatever. But yeah, we'll jump off because it's still pretty early here. It's only 10:20
Yeah.
on the East Coast. Everybody, thanks so much for hanging out tonight. This was awesome. A House of Wax, 20 years old. Oh, Brett went dark. Where'd he go?
Oh, I did. Oh, I am so sorry.
There you are. Thanks everybody for joining us tonight. Do us a favor, hit that like button on the way out if you're not subscribing. What the fuck is wrong with you? Hit that subscribe button. We'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow night doing some Kiss stuff. So even if you're not to Kiss, it always evolves into all sorts of music stuff and just hang out. It'd be a Friday night, have a couple drinks, get naked, get sticky. Let's do it.
Sticky.
That'll be 10 o'clock Eastern tomorrow night. And
thanks, John. Awesome.
Then I'll talk to Brett. We'll figure out when we're going to do the podcast because there definitely won't be a podcast on Sunday because it's Mother's Day. Shout out to all your mothers because we won't be live before then. Happy Mother's Day. You make it all possible.
Yeah.
If your mother's still with you, hold her tight because they go quick. It's been a year since I lost mine. So
that's a good point. I think the only one in our Leanna, happy early Mother's Day. Okay. Try to enjoy the day.
Yeah, you too. Yes, she's I think she's only like I said, she's only mother in the chat besides Jordan, who's a motherfucker. So
I love it. Good stuff.
So happy Mom's Day to you. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow night. So everybody like, comment, subscribe, all that fun shit. We'll say a quick goodbyes after that. Thanks again. This was awesome. Thanks for choosing the channel tonight because I said there was about 10. Like I said, my phone blew up before. Like all the people doing streams. I'm like, yeah, there'll be nobody in the chat tonight.
Yeah.
But I appreciate it. And see you guys tomorrow night. Later.